got some tire smoke. Oh yeah. It's slippery.
Yo, what's up? Today we're here with my boy Max. This dude absolutely shreds on anything with wheels on it. Dude, you had a chance to test out the Extreme Wheel ES. What are your raw impressions, bro?
It's pretty insane. It's like way more powerful than a stock Surron. The brakes on the non-prototype model are way better than a stock Surron. Pretty much, it's basically a Surron, but better in every way.
You were popping wheelies. You were doing all this stuff. Where, like, this is not easy ground to do all that stuff, especially when it's raining outside. So you actually, this is like all-terrain area.
Yeah.
So how'd you feel it handled?
It handled pretty well with the wet, like with the wet ground. It low-sided, or it wanted to low-side a few times, but just kind of got my body weight over the front, and that kept it pretty planted. I could swing the rear end around, the rear brake to slide it around too. And going up the muddy stuff, like uphill, just keep your butt back and like just wheeling it and doing burnouts as you're going up the steep stuff. It's so much fun. It just kicks the mud up. I'm all muddy. The bike is too.
How'd you feel about the power? I saw that you were going up some hills.
It's really good, like 30, like 20 to 30. That's like the power band. It just kicks. It just wants to pull the front end up going up the hill, and it just rips the tire loose the whole time.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And what'd you think about this location?
Dude, this place is sick.
Yeah?
It's got the steep uphills. It's got the nice smooth areas just to like wheelie around. And it's got like curbs and stuff to jump up and jump down. And yeah, it's just like kind of everything here. It's pretty fun.
Well, thank you so much for testing out the
Yeah,
bike.
thank you for having me.
I'm not good enough to wheelie or to do any of that crazy stuff that you do, but man, if you want someone to test a dirt bike, this dude right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming out, dude. The Extreme Wheel ES electric dirt bike. This is the first 100-volt system on the market today with 3,600 watt hours of capacity in the battery. Now, when Max did his test run, there and back, it was about 25 miles, and he was hauling. He got back at about 32%. I got back at 60%. So you can see how different our riding styles are. I just have this thing to cruise around and have a good time. I don't pop wheelies or go crazy nuts. He does this professionally, so he knows what he's doing with that stuff. But overall, as like a first time electric bike owner or a dirt bike owner, this thing is so much fun. I love a lot of the things about it. I love the fact that it has DOT brakes on it. The brakes are massive, as we mentioned earlier. Max mentioned it earlier when he was needing to stop in the mud and going uphill and downhill. And the overall suspension is pretty decent, having it be directly from the factory. Of course, what's amazing about electric dirt bikes, or dirt bikes in general, is that it's a very modular system. You can add a lot of your own suspension, your tires, and so on and so forth. Now, this is a first impressions video, so I need more experience with this dirt bike to tell you more about it. And plus, they're gonna be doing improvements on this electric dirt bike with the firmware and so forth. So as time goes on, I'll be updating you on some more content with this dirt bike. When it comes down to portability, I was able to fit this in my Tesla Model Y. It took me about 5 to 10 minutes to take it apart. The trick is to remove the 30+ pound battery that's in the middle of the frame here. That's what makes everything annoying when picking this bike up. So make sure you remove that battery. You do have to remove the seat. It's very easy to do so. And taking off the front tire, also very easy to do so. The most time-consuming part was just, maneuvering it inside of the car. But overall, 5 to 10 minutes, definitely worth it if you're going on a road trip or just want to take this dirt bike somewhere else to ride. The bike is also equipped with front and rear blinkers along with a brake light, meaning that technically you could add mirrors to this and make this street legal. These use DOT approved brakes, so you should be good to legalize this on the street. We also have a nice headlight, 3 different modes on it, white, yellow, and then the high beams, which is great. And the ignition is NFC, so you use the 2 NFCs that they included with the bike. They included a rubber little bracelet and they included a little wrist strap or necklace. You just tap it against the front part of the frame and it'll start the bike up. They also added another safety feature, this little magnetic clip that if removed, it disengages the motor. So you actually are supposed to wear this little NFC tag around your wrist, and hopefully this never happens, but if you do fall, this magnetic clip will come off the bike, disengaging the motor. So as I was talking to Max, I was constantly asking him questions. Max, is this bike good enough? Is it good for beginners? Is it good for an expert? He says this bike falls into that intermediate range. So this is not a beginner bike, but I'm a beginner and I'm catching up on it very, very quickly. I'm already riding in mode 3 and mode 4. And it has 4 different modes with a top speed of 55. This is the torque version, so they do have multiple versions of this bike. This one uses a much larger sprocket for that extra torque, and you can actually reach up to 55 miles per hour. But they are hinting at a future firmware upgrade where you can possibly go faster with the torque version. I've actually seen videos of the speed version going about 70 miles an hour, which is insane. Also, I wanted to add that the maintenance on this bike seems to be pretty straightforward and easy as well. Max was able to get to the controller within about 5 minutes. So if anything happens, you have easy access to all the components of the bike. So overall, as a beginner, I think that this bike is super fun. Even Max had a good time and his standards are really high. Of course, there's always room for improvement, but as time goes on, I'll update you on what's being improved on this bike. And if you're interested, make sure you check out the link down below. Big thank you to Extreme Wheel and EUC Underground for making this video happen, as they were able to get me this bike to test out and make content on. So make sure you check out the links for them down below, and I'll see you in another video. Have fun.
All right.